This video shows how to customize statuses and gives an example for a daycare center that uses the second status for marking when a person is picked up. Other possible uses for the second status are participation points for teachers or recording payments for exercise classes. Scroll down and select the status 1 values. Press the Edit button and we'll delete the excused and late statuses. Now we'll change the points to 0 for absent because we're going to use these to count the number of times a person was present. And then we'll change the present points to 1, so again the total for the number of presents will indicate how many times the person was there. Now we'll go back and go to the status 2 values, and we're going to use these to indicate when somebody was picked up. So we'll add the status absent, and then we'll go in and use the color red for it and make sure that in attendance is marked off and hide present is marked off, and then the other two on-off flags we won't worry about here. Next we'll add the status present, and make sure that in attendance and hide present are on for it, and again we won't be using the other two on-off statuses at the bottom there. And then we'll add the status picked up. And we'll make it a different color and make sure that we mark in attendance here off and hide present off. The order of the statuses is important. The first status will be the initial status used when you add a date, and then the second status will be the status that there's a button at the top right for marking everyone with that status. You can change the order by pressing the Edit button at the top right and then using the handles to drag and drop them into the order you want. Next we'll add a date, select the date, mark a few of the people present, press the Show Present button so we hide the people that are absent. Now we'll switch to Use Status 2. And now we'll mark all these names present. And I'm going to press the Show All to show that the other person, Stephen Jones, still has the absent status, which is the initial status. Press Show Present again. Then we'll mark somebody picked up and press Show Present. And each time we mark somebody picked up, we press Show Present so that only the people that are still there are visible. Next we'll send a report, and we'll use the spreadsheet report showing the details of this. So we're going to go to the report settings, and I'm going to turn on the status 2 so we also see the picked up status. I'm going to turn on the timestamp so we can see when each of these statuses was changed. And then we'll go back to the spreadsheet report. And I'll go ahead and email this to ourselves. Now I've opened that spreadsheet or that CSV file in Excel, and you can see the names there, and then since I only added one date, I've got the date there, and then I've got the status 1, the timestamp for it, the second status, and the timestamp for it. So if I added a second date, I'd have 4 more columns for that date indicating the information for that subsequent date.